What is going on? Thank you so much for clicking on another MaaS360 YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be going through the first 15 stand and deliver presentation that all MaaS360 sellers have to deliver a few times throughout the year in front of their manager, in front of their team. Great exercise. Number one, it makes sure you're staying sharp on all your selling skills as an IBM MaaS360 seller. And number two, more importantly for you watching this video, this first 15 presentation, it's packed. It's packed with some of our top value propositions that we're pitching on a daily basis to IT leaders throughout the country, throughout different industries, to see if MaaS360 can better manage and secure their endpoints within their environment. If there's any questions you have, anything that needs further clarification, anything that I explained, anything that you want to learn in a bit more detail, let us know in the comment section below, and we will make those videos happen in the coming weeks and months on the MaaS360 YouTube channel. Again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the video if you liked it. And again, look out for these videos on a weekly basis. But let me share my presentation, share my screen here, and we will run through the first 15 stand and deliver presentation. Okay, so what do we do on the MaaS360 team? What is MaaS360 all about? We typically get invited in by people like you, IT leaders at different industries throughout the country who are looking for a way or a better way to provide their employees access to the right tools, applications, data they need to do their job, regardless of where they are, when they need it, most importantly, all while being secure. So we're speaking the same language and on the same page today throughout our conversation. When we talk about mobility at IBM, we're talking about all devices in your environment. Of course, the first thing that's going to come to mind is mobile phones, desktops, laptops, servers, tablets, all devices. And I know for today, we're focusing our conversation on MacBooks and iPhones, so Mac OS and iOS operating systems and device types. Just keep in the back of your mind, a partnership with MaaS360, IBM, me and my team, goes beyond those operating systems and device types. Let's say down the road you decide you want to incorporate Android phones or Windows laptops into your environment. We can do the same patching policies, application push downs and updates to those devices, to what's currently in your environment today for your iPhones and your MacBooks. And IT leaders, they come to me all the time and they say, Matt, my process to manage and secure my devices, it's not streamlined, it's not efficient, it's a bit all over the place. I'm looking to get all devices under one roof, single pane of glass, one neck to ring instead of two or three. That's MaaS360, because most of these IT leaders, before they come to MaaS360, they're using an MDM solution to manage their mobile phones and a separate client management tool to manage their laptops. Not efficient, not streamlined, single pane of glass. Let's get all devices under one roof. That's what we're going to do for you here on the MaaS360 team. We are a cloud-based solution, 100% cloud-based. Been a cloud-based solution for the past 12 years. I'm sure prior to our conversation, you did some research, your due diligence, read some reviews from sources like Gartner and Forrester. We're consistently named as a leader in the industry for not only how we manage and secure devices, but also our future roadmap, where we see this industry growing down the line. This is super important. Why are we a cloud-based solution? Why are we a cloud-based solution at MaaS360 and IBM? Not sure you saw this or not, but a few months back, I think it was back in September of 2021, there was a zero-click threat to Apple devices where a hacker could get access to an iPhone, for example, without the end user knowing about it. And the only protection against that threat was to ensure that all Apple products, iPhone, for example, is fully up to date on the latest Apple software. Ensuring that's the case within MaaS360 is easy and automatic because we're a cloud-based solution. We make about 700 updates to the platform every single year. And the first time I tell prospective clients that 700 number, it's a big number. It can seem a bit overwhelming. The beautiful thing, you don't have to do or touch anything. My team handles all those updates on the back end. You take advantage of those new updates and features. We like to call it day zero at IBM. We do operate on the IBM cloud, which is a bit different from all the different clouds out there, right? It's FedRAMP and FISMA certified, giving you the peace of mind to know that any data that's stored in our data centers. It's protected with the policies and procedures that are designed with your data privacy in mind, first and foremost. And when you think about what separates MaaS360 from the other UEM players in the space, being a cloud-based solution is a big part of that, but there's a few other aspects or areas that I wanted to bring to your attention today that set us apart from the pack. When we hop into the portal, if I do my job, heck, I could just do a decent job today showing you MaaS360. You'll still be able to see, number one, how easy the tool is to use, and number two, how easy the tool is to deploy. 96% of our customers, they're up and running, of course, with the help of our engineers, Kartik, on this call, between 4 and 10 hours with MaaS360. 24/7, 365 support. It's my job as your account manager to make sure you're taken care of and happy. There's a customer success team, a customer renewal team, an engineering team, Kartik, on this call. At the end of today's call, if you decide you want to move forward in the process and give it a shot in a 30-day free trial, it's Kartik's job and my job to make sure you're set up and you get the most out of those 30 days. So there's no questions at the end of that POC. Does it make sense to move forward with MaaS360 or does it not? There's ways within MaaS360 to detect and prevent malicious applications, jailbreaks, roots, malware on devices, and if for some reason you need to remote into a device to gain visibility and control, you can do that too with our integration with a company called TeamViewer. There's ways to protect data on devices. We call that containerization. So this is the ability to segment data on each device and prevent that data from leaving or leaking out to unwanted applications, whether an employee is doing it knowingly or in most cases, I'm sure you know this, unknowingly. Lastly, we have a workflow called conditional access. This is probably my favorite workflow within MaaS360. This allows us to set up an environment for our clients where no devices are falling through the cracks, left behind, not managed and enrolled in MaaS360, or not compliant with the policies that you push down to that device as the admin on the MaaS360 account. I've worked with a ton of financial service clients in my short career here so far at MaaS360, banks, credit unions. They're super, super aware and super scared of data leakage within devices. A client of mine, they didn't have conditional access and secure mail set up on their device. They called me frantically because one of their employees was on vacation. They went and used their son's Amazon Fire tablet to access their corporate email environment while on vacation. Little did he know, unfortunately, that Amazon Fire tablet was compromised with malware, which ended up compromising the email environment of the company. We set them up with conditional access, flipped on that feature and secure mail. So going forward, only devices, this is super important, only devices that are enrolled in MaaS360 and compliant with the policies that you push down to that device as the admin on the MaaS360 account can access corporate email and send corporate email. And how do we do that workflow of conditional access? We do that with our integration with your environment, our client's environment. We have the Cloud Extender and the Mobile Enterprise Gateway. The Cloud Extender, this is a tool that's going to integrate with any on-premise or cloud-based solution you're using right now within your environment. And the beautiful thing about the Cloud Extender, the Mobile Enterprise Gateway, they're super easy to set up and they're super lightweight. Kartik on this call, our TSSs that we work with on the IBM MaaS360 sales team, they get these tools set up in their sleep in minutes. Both the Cloud Extender, this is really important. Both the Cloud Extender and the Enterprise Gateway, they're not a point of failure. So they're going to provide that integration with your backend to do some of those advanced workflows like conditional access, blocking people from email who aren't enrolled in MaaS360 and compliant with the policies, but they're never seeing any of the emails. They're never seeing any of those emails, super important, and none of those emails ever pass through that specific tool. So the flow is parallel, and that's a very different set of architecture than what you're going to see in our industry overall. Others in the industry, they typically have it set up where email directly flows through that tool. And the problem with that is twofold. Number one, it's going to create a point of failure. And the last thing you need on your plate as the IT leader who vouched for MaaS360 or the UEM solution that you bring on board, the last thing you need on your plate that you got the CEO to sign off on is that's the reason the CEO is not receiving email right now, because it's a point of failure. Big no-no. And number two, it means that UEM solution is storing and seeing emails and attachments. Not the case with MaaS360. Security is paramount, and we're able to do that here with that specific workflow. And I understand, based on our conversation a few weeks back when I cold called you, your process right now to provision to get employees set up on their devices, it's a high-touch manual process, which is the case for most IT leaders I speak with, right? Most IT leaders I speak with, it's taking them anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to get a single device set up, configured, imaged in the hands of an employee for their use. With MaaS360, we're going to simplify that process. That hour or 2 hours it's taking you today, we're going to cut that down to a couple minutes. So let's imagine for a second that I just got hired by your company. Instead of those devices being shipped to a central location for the IT team to physically and manually image, configure, and set them up, you're going to drop ship my corporate issued iPhone directly to my house. I'm going to rip open the box. I'm going to power that device on. At this point, the device is pinging an Apple server, and the device is saying, because it knows, it needs to be enrolled and managed by MaaS360. This is not Matt's device. This isn't a consumer device. This is a corporate issue device that needs to be enrolled in MaaS360. I'm going to follow a few prompts on the screen. I'm going to successfully enroll into MaaS360. And once I successfully enroll in MaaS360, everything I need to do my job, as a new sales rep at your company, automatically populates on my phone. As you can see here, Slack automatically populated, Workday, Box, network configurations, Wi-Fi credentials, calendar, contacts, everything I need within minutes, not hours. Zero intervention from your IT team, no manual configuration or setup. The only thing I might have to do as a new employee is enter my username and password for email to get that configuration fully up and running. There you have it, guys. That is the first 15 presentation that we have to go through a few times throughout the year in front of our team, in front of our manager, to make sure we're up to task on all of the skills. And there's a lot of other value propositions to MaaS360, not just these. These are some of the top ones. Like I said, if you want to see videos in a bit more detail regarding, let me just stop sharing my screen here. If you want to see videos in a bit more detail regarding anything I showed throughout that presentation, let me know. Expect to see those videos in the coming weeks and months on this MaaS360 YouTube channel. We appreciate you watching this video. I hope you have a great 2022 whenever you're watching this video. If it's 2023, have a great 2023. And yeah, we're going to keep continuing to post these videos on the MaaS360 YouTube channel. If there's any ideas or videos you want to see, let us know in the comment section. Again, we will make it happen. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys.